Okay guys, I thought I'd give you a tour of our 2023 30-foot Classic. And at the time I'm creating this video, I haven't seen any videos on YouTube showing this trailer. I've seen a 33-footer toured, but not the 30. So let me take you inside. We went from a 2020 25-foot Flying Cloud to this, so when you hear me say Flying Cloud, you'll be knowing I'm talking about the 25-foot Flying Cloud. One of the things we love about this is this couch, and the seats recline in it. So press the button right here, and the seat comes up like that. And you press the button on the bottom and it comes back down, so it does that on this side and on this side right here also. Anyway, so that's one of the nice features about this. You can sit down and relax, and we have overhead storage here, and the storage goes through, and it's got a light that comes on. So there's that one. Here's this one. There's the PepLink router that lets you control the functions in the Airstream, the lights and everything remotely. And it also lets you track where your Airstream is on a map. So that's a handy little feature with the Classic. Starting last year, they started putting Roman shades in these instead of the old covers. We actually prefer these. The old covers came way out right here and took up room, especially in the bedroom. But anyway, this unit has more windows in it than any other Airstream, and it really makes it nice. You got the port view window there, and there's one over here too. I won't put it down because it's just a wall over there for the storage unit. And then you have the windows all the way around on the front here. It has radiant heat in it that comes up from these grids right here, warms up the walls, and it goes all the way around the walls of the Airstream. And that's a really nice feature, because on cold nights inside of Airstream, these walls get extremely cold, and when you're sleeping, it makes a big difference. Here's the control unit that controls the onboarding mode, the away mode, ceiling lights, exterior light, and the awning right there. And then there's your battery disconnect there. So anyway, there's a plug right there. It's got a nice size sink in it. We're really enjoying the sink. And down here under the cabinet, there are covers for the sink right there. There's two of them that go in and cover the sink. And there's your trash can. Got a little bit of storage under there for things that you need for the kitchen. And then you have a couple of drawers. The silverware holder piece was in here. We moved it to a drawer that I'll show you in just a minute to get it away from the trash. And there's a drawer there, and then there's a drawer down here that my wife hasn't discovered yet. Okay, and then you have two drawers here. And this unit, they did away with the microwave. It's combined with the oven now, and there's the piece I told you I took out from down there and put up here. So anyway, there's a drawer there, big drawer here, and a good sized drawer down here. Little cubby right here for some small things. This is the big change for this year's model. This is the oven, microwave, and it's convection also. So it gives you all three. So I'm going to let you see the controls there. There's auto defrost frozen foods, sensor cook, sensor reheat, popcorn, beverage, pizza, auto menu, broil low, convection, preheat, and power level. And then over here you got your temperature, weight, time button, clock, panel lock. The 30-second timer for the microwave is there, and then your off button is there. And it's got a decent amount of space in it, so it's bigger than the ovens, I can tell you that much. Trying to see if that thing's still in place. Tend to get off when you drive down the road. Anyway, so we really like it. If you boondock a lot, you may not be a fan because you don't have propane to run off of it, but if you stayed hooked up like we do 90% of the time, we really like it. Here's the new stovetop. It's got 3 burners. These are still fairly close together, so if you get big pans on here, you can only get 2 big pans on. You can't get 3. You can do a medium pan, a small pan, and then maybe a medium pan, but it'd be nice if those are spread out a little bit more, but it works. It's okay for on the road. Storage up here that goes all the way through on both sides. So that shows you the room. That's our dehumidifiers. We have 2 of them in here, and we keep them in and running all the time because we're in Texas and it gets humid here. Roof lockers over here. And there's the radio. Turn that off. And this is the button for raising and lowering the dinette. So that lowers it. Press the up like that, and it brings it back up. Nice handy feature. You can set that table to the height you need based on if you're working on a laptop or a notebook or something, a tablet, and get it to the right level that you need. Okay, and there's the dinette. Those dinette seats are extremely comfortable. They're spring loaded, and they're so much more comfortable than what we had in the Flying Cloud. So that's a major upgrade. The flooring in here is an upgrade too. It's a marine vinyl, and we had something similar to this in the Flying Cloud, but this is a higher grade flooring in the Classic. They really do kind of upgrade everything. And there's the control unit for over here. It's got onboarding mode, cinema light, reading lights, ceiling lights, accents, and the dinette. Let's go ahead and turn the dinette lights on. And turn the accent lights on. That's the accent lights up there. And they're flickering because they're not all the way up. And let me see if the dinette lights are all the way up. They'll flicker when they're not all the way up. Take them, you slowly go back down, then you go all the way up. And they still have a little bit of a flicker to them. All right, let's take you down. This is a twin bed model. And this is the storage area. In our Flying Cloud, we only had this half of it, and we had this in there, and so it pretty much took up everything. Now we've got both sides. We have enough room for the appliances we take. These used to go under the bed in our Flying Cloud, and good bit of room in there. So now we can hang clothes up here, where before we really struggled to have much of anywhere to hang our clothes up. So it's one of the reasons why I upgraded. The fuse box behind here, this is the service panel behind there, so those just pop off. Go ahead and close these off so we can go down here further. Okay, that's looking back at the living area, and shows you the amount of room you have. This refrigerator is awesome. It's 12 volt, and it is a whole lot larger than what we had in our Flying Cloud. And because it doesn't run off propane, you get much more room in the back. So it's a lot deeper than the propane models are, because you don't have all the fins and things that are on the ones with propane. We love it. We're able to drive down the highway without having propane on or even thinking about it anymore, and so it makes it very nice. There's the TV. There's the C zone that controls everything in the Airstream. All the lights, powers, pumps, awning, everything is controlled through here. This is the Aldi system that controls the heat, and it also controls the hot water heater in the system. So, all right, there's the vent hood, and I think we've covered everything in here. There's your little pantry area to put things in. Locks back into place. Has soft closing hinges. Press that in to get it out of the way. That one got stuck. Anyway, there's your spice rack, basically. Put all the spices in. There it goes. There, back in. Here's the shower. A little bit bigger shower. That's our dirty clothes pantry that we leave in the shower when we travel. But this one has probably a 2 or 3 more inches width-wise than what we had in the Flying Cloud. We didn't realize it until we got in and took our first shower, but it is a little bit bigger, so that makes it very nice. And I love the new vent fans that they've put in the new models. Before, these things were really hard to push up. Now you press this little release. See if I can do it here at the angle, and it just pushes right up very easily. And then you push this button and pull it down, and it seals right off. So it's a nice upgrade. Anyway, that shows you the shower area. Go ahead and take a quick look at the bathroom. There you go. It's got a good sized sink. Flying Cloud sink was tiny. I love the faucet in this one. I can get my hands under it very easily. Much more room. We have storage under here. Quite a bit of storage there. We have a space here for things. And storage area there. Little hanging rod there to put a towel on. This is heated when the heat is on. This whole rack here heats up and actually gets hot. So it's a nice feature. Little window, another control panel for the lights and the fan and stuff. This is a dirty clothes hamper. We just put our towels and rags in there. And you got your trash can down there and your toilet paper holder on outside here. On the Flying Cloud, it was inside a cabinet mounted on a door, so that's a nice feature. And turn the lights off. You hold the button down, they'll dim until they go all the way off. All right. That's the bathroom. And oh, also there's a full-size mirror on the door there. It goes all the way down. It's nice if you're getting dressed and you actually see the full length. Okay, here's the bedroom area. We love the twin beds. We had a queen before, and the twin beds are just awesome. It gives you this walkway, an area where you can stand up. You get up at night, these running lights are on to light the floor. They're very dim, and so you can see the floor when you need to get up in the middle of the night, if you have to go to the restroom or something. It works out real well. Here's a storage area. You can hang clothes if you move these bins, these shelves down. So there you go. There's the TV. It comes on an arm, pulls out, you can adjust it. There are the controls for the lights: sleep mode, onboard mode, accent lights, ceiling lights, reading lights, and the shower and the fan. You turn this on, the light comes on, it also turns the fan on. Kind of wish that was separate, but it's not, because sometimes I leave the fan on with the light off when I get out of the shower. Okay, this right here controls the bed. It goes up and down. These beds are 38 by 80, if I remember correctly. So they're good and long if you're tall. There's USB ports. You have this on each side of each bed, and this also goes up and down. So you have it right here by your bed. If you go to sleep and you want to push it down, that allows you to do that. The radiant heating comes up through these panels right here all the way around. Comes through those vents there, and then all the way around on this side too. So it works out very nicely. It keeps it nice and warm. Okay, here's the nightstand. Nice size drawer there. Everything in here is Corian. The countertops are all Corian. They're nicely built. And our second dehumidifier back here. I just had to empty those. And you have one of these on each side. You have this one over here. This is the same as that one on that side. Roof locker there. And a roof locker there. All right. Now down here on each side, we've got two drawers. And there are two on this side too, so each side of the bed has these nice deep drawers, and it works out real well. We've got floor lights down there. You can turn those on at night, that way if you get up you can see the floor. And you've got a plug on each side here. There's two there and two outlets there. So plenty of plugs, USB ports, for plugging everything in. You have all these windows back here, open it up, give yourself a good view. And we have these two curtains here. These are much nicer than the old accordion ones. They're actually curtains now, so they have Velcro that hold them back so you can undo them. See if I can do this with one hand. Unclip that there for travel mode. Hang on, let's see if I can get the Velcro off. This stuff is so strong. There we go. So you get the Velcro off. It's still holding on to something. Anyway, you pull it over, and the nice thing about these, you can't see much of anything through them. The old accordion ones that they had, you could pretty much see a full body figure through those if you had a backlit area to view through. So anyway, it stuffs back up in there, and then this goes around it, locks it down for travel mode right here. Just snaps in there like that, and I'll fix that in a minute. Anyway, and there's one right here also. So same exact design. Comes over. What you do when you take a shower is pull this one over, and you've got all this area back here for doing your showering, drying off, getting ready. These are the new air conditioner vents. It started in 21. We love them. They're so much bigger than what they were before. There's the rear AC and the front AC. The classics have two 15,000 watt ACs on them. If you get a second one on any of the smaller ones, you get a 13.5 and a 15, if I remember right. I may be wrong. You can correct me if I'm wrong, if you know. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. At some point when we're on the road, I'll show the outside if anyone wants to see it, but that hasn't changed on any of these models. The big change this year was this oven. And before they had, if you had the microwave, you lost these drawers. So they'd put the microwave over here and it would be right here. So you'd lose these two drawers and then you'd have the propane oven. And so we actually like this. It's very nice. Okay, guys, that's it with the tour. Please let me know if you have any more questions. I'll be happy to answer them, and have a good day.